Another day, another leak it seems. What's up? My name is Dynasty. We're back at it again, of course. Just yesterday we discussed how Ash Williams is pretty much destined to be a DLC character. He was all but confirmed by a recent email sent out to everybody who receives Mortal Kombat 11 emails from Warner Brothers, and at the very bottom of it, it read the rights to Ash Williams from Army of Darkness. So again, big oopsie made by Warner Brothers. I don't think they've actually come out and commented on it yet, but since that went down yesterday, shortly after that, modders continued to search for more stuff, and well, let's just say they might have found a gold mine. Yes, what if I told you that we now know potentially the first three letters of a new DLC character, that being ROB? Who could that be? I wonder. And also, seems like the game might be planning more than just a Combat Pack 2, even potentially a Combat Pack 3. Yes, more DLC hype. So again, everything we're about to discuss is pretty much spoiler related, though nothing is 150% confirmed. This information is coming from one of the most trusted, incredible sources in the entire community when it comes to finding out leaks and dealing with data mining the PC version of the game. So keep that in mind. So with that said, let's just get into it. So first things first, I want to say a big thank you to the Thinny. The Thinny is responsible for everything I'm about to cover here in this video. Of course, do you not know who the Thinny is? He's been known to cover things like this in the past and also do some really amazing MK11 mods, so go check him out, of course, link down below to his channel and socials. But he came out on Twitter yesterday and said, since people are speculating about RoboCop being in the game, here are some screenshots of new findings. Number 1, Takeda/Stryker cinematics, unsure where. Number 2, character Rob, has an inventory like all the other characters, comes straight before Shiva. Number 3, words that I don't understand. And of course, he attached the screenshots. So number 1 will be the Takeda/Stryker cinematic screenshots I'm showing you right here. You can see on the bottom half of the screenshot where it says copy memory, it has a bunch of numbers. It goes from black to red. On the red section, to the right side, you have those 3 yellow lines. You can see on the top row, Takeda. Second and third row, it says Stryker. Also, it has Ash there, and those appear to be some type of cinematic files that were recently found. This next screenshot right here is the inventory screenshot that has everybody going crazy because this says ROB, those 3 letters being the first 3 letters of this character's name. For instance, for Sub-Zero's inventory file, it would say SUB. For Noob, it would say NOO. So usually it's always the first 3 letters of a character, and this guy has an inventory slot like the rest of the playable and soon-to-be playable roster, and it just says ROB. So who could be ROB? Could it be a RoboCop? Could it be Roblox? Could it be Rob Deerdick? So yeah, we really don't know who this ROB character is. I mean, RoboCop kind of does make sense. It kind of fits what they look for in these guest characters. I feel like usually Netherrealm Studios picks 80s or 90s action movie stars as their guest characters, like a Freddy, like an Alien, like a Predator, like a Jason, you know what I mean? RoboCop kind of fits that same bill as a Terminator 2, so I could see it definitely being RoboCop. That would be my best guess, but again, we don't know what this ROB or who it is and what they have in store for us. Now, going back on that first screenshot I showed you with Takeda and Stryker cinematics, thankfully Thinny came back and said this right here. He said, I'm going to clarify about Takeda Stryker data. What you see before and after is 0HZ. The rest is just dots. This means that the section has been deleted/overridden. The game clears memory often to clear unwanted data. He goes on to say, therefore, 0HZ is actually either 30 or 60 HZ. On PC, 60 means intro, X-ray, fatality, while 30 means arcade, ladder, ending. Unless we find out if it's 30 or 60, we really can't tell what these cinematics are. They can simply be dialogue interactions. This doesn't confirm them as DLC. So there you have it. We don't know exactly what these files are. They could be potentially X-ray, fatality, intro, or they could be just part of an arcade ladder ending. But until we find out if these files are either 30 or 60 HZ, Thinny and other modders can't really come out and say, yeah, they're going to be DLC or not, because they don't know what these files are. So that is everything we know about Takeda and Stryker and why and what these files are. Now let's make our way to the final topic of the day. I did mention potentially even a Combat Pack 3 DLC, which is absolutely insane. So Thinny came out just today and said the total number of character slots in MK11 is 42. In MKX, all the slots were predetermined since launch and all of them were occupied down the road. Thinny explains that cells start at cell_0, so cell_41 is actually the number 42 cell. If you're like me, this might be overwhelming, so pretty much cell means character, so there's 42 different cells in the files, if that makes any sense. 42 different characters. Now, of course, the game dropped with 25 characters, including Shao Kahn. Let's just consider Shao Kahn as a DLC character because he was a pre-order bonus. So the game dropped with, of course, 24 characters. Plus, let's say there's 6 DLC characters in every combat pack. 24 plus 18, well, that would equal, you guessed it, 42, including Shao Kahn. So 2 combat packs with 6 DLC characters, 1 combat pack with 5. Toss in Shao Kahn because he is a DLC character. You got 42 characters. There's 42 cells in the game's files. So, again, take it for what you will. By no means am I saying it's 110% gonna happen, but it's kind of being suggested here in the game's files, and it's interesting because NetherRealm Studios is aware that people are data mining. So, for all we know, they could be going in here and purposely doing things like this. I mean, for what it's worth, they even acknowledge this with the Terminator's outro. Like, they understand data miners are going to data mine, so they could be just trying to swerve us, you know, troll us, put extra tidbits information in there like Takeda and Stryker to confuse us, but we really don't know. But regardless, I thought all this information was super interesting, and chances are you probably did too. So again, I want to say a massive thank you to the Thinny because without him, none of this would be possible. So I bring you guys the question. ROB, Rob. Who is this Rob character? Is it RoboCop or is it Rob Deerdick? Very curious to hear you guys' responses down below. Of course, if you did enjoy the video though, please take 1 second and drop a like on it. It really does help me out a ton. Of course, make sure to subscribe for some more MK11 content here on the channel. Till next time, I've been your host. I've been Dynasty. You guys please take care. Please stay safe. I'll see you guys later. Peace. For years now, GTA, MK, and Justice, I'm still down. Rapper meets gamer, I wonder how y'all feel now. That was just a setup, watch it get real now. Okay, so me and Sub-Zero was born in 92, and lyrically I inherited all his fighting moves. A lot of y'all still lost, don't have the slightest clue. The truth disappears in the smoke as if you fighting new. So,